Hey everybody, Levi here at Motor Masters. I want to take a second to talk to you guys about a couple little things. Mainly the relationship that you have with your mechanic and the times where you are bringing in your vehicle for repair and or questions about repairs and or questions about issues that you have going on. Well, typically speaking, when somebody brings us their vehicle, it's whenever things have gotten to the point where it is obviously bad, right? Like, for the most part, people who even don't work on cars, when things get to a certain point when it comes to making a lot of noise or leaking oil or fluids or whatever, right, there's obviously a point in time when you have to make the decision to go ahead and call your mechanic and get them involved. And I want to try to change the stigma behind getting your vehicle looked at and talking to mechanics as far as really the nature of why you're here. When it comes to getting repairs done, if you're waiting till you personally experience something, or whenever you can hear it, or whenever it's really loud or it's bothering you, that point is a really bad point to bring your vehicle in to get a repair done. And oftentimes the mentality that we have when it comes to this stuff is letting it get bad enough to where it's obviously needs to be fixed. The problem is that if you are leaving things alone to the point where they are affecting other components that are now shortening having the life shortened because the component that was originally going bad is expediting that, it creates a situation where a small repair can snowball into a very big repair very quickly. Take this Ford Fusion I have sitting behind me. This customer brought this in because they were experiencing some suspension noises that they had been experiencing for a long period of time. And to them, it didn't seem like it was that bad. And the reality is that it was that bad, and that they waited way too long to get any of this stuff done. And more than likely, what could have been a wheel bearing repair or a tie rod repair is now an entire suspension repair, where the wheels are quite literally about to fall off of this vehicle. And honestly, this customer was prepared to continue driving us around, really, even with the knowledge that this stuff was in absolutely terrible condition, and the reason why this happened in the first place was because this customer, was really scared to get this looked at, to be told that they were going to owe potentially an amount of money that they didn't have to get this repair done. And so it compounded into being what it is now, where they're really looking at a bunch of work to get this thing right again. Even if I replace individual components, it can't be done anymore, because every component, really, quite literally, under the suspension of this thing has some kind of massive play in it, and it has made it to where really it's an all or nothing kind of deal. And it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't need to be that way. Oftentimes when you're talking about getting or having a question about a repair, the nature of it should really be almost two people just regularly talking about something. And that's what we really want to change up here, period, is when people are having issues with their vehicles, it shouldn't be, or a question about it, or a concern, or whatever. One, it shouldn't be where it's waiting until it's a really bad situation to get it looked at. It should be where you guys feel that if you are coming to talk to me about something, what you're going to actually get is just good advice, and I'm not going to be trying to sell you something constantly, which is the case, especially here at Motor Masters. It's the big reason that I work here is, mainly because of integrity and morality, and the responsibility that we feel to do good work and to not take from people in a way that doesn't need to be taken. If work needs to be done, then we want to do it, but we also don't want anyone to have to get into a situation where they're having to overpay for a repair, or they're getting into a situation where a small repair turns into a repair that just can't be afforded. And those situations do happen, but they can be avoided for the most part. And really, it's nothing that you guys need to give as far as keeping those situations from happening. We are willing to do that, and willing to make that commitment to you guys as far as getting your vehicles looked out with zero pressure or commitment to get a repair done. Good advice should be free. It always will be free, especially if you come talk to me. I truly believe in the way that we should be doing business is full transparency, and you guys should feel comfortable with that, and should feel like you're able to really, regardless of how small or how big the issue is that you're having with your vehicle, you should be able to no stress and guilt-free come in and ask about, really, is this something that is going to cost me more money in the future? So keep that in mind. Stay safe out there, guys, and hope to see you soon. Thanks.